All right, everyone, let's talk about the FIFA Club World Cup. We've not spoken too much about the Club World Cup so far on the channel, but it's very much been in the spotlight over the last 24 hours for all the wrong reasons. Why? Attendance. The attendance of some of these games have been downright embarrassing, and the creme de la creme, or the worst of the worst really, was Chelsea's match against LAFC last night, Monday night here in the UK, 8 p.m. kickoff time. But crucially for this match, it was a 3 p.m. kickoff time locally in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this game was for some reason being played over in Atlanta, over in Georgia, instead of in Los Angeles, and I think that really did hurt the attendance of this game. This was played at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is normally home to the Atlanta United side that plays in the MLS. Crucially, not LAFC, who were about 3,000-4,000 miles away on the opposite side of the country in California, of course. But what was the attendance of this game? 22,000. This is a stadium that holds 71,000, which, do the maths, 49,000 empty seats, nearly 50,000 empty seats. Can you imagine the likes of Old Trafford having an attendance for a match of 22,000? You would never, ever see it in a month of Sundays. It's very rare you see a lot of empty seats at Manchester United's ground. Just to put it into perspective of how few seats were in there. I mean, this is downright embarrassing for the competition. There were a lot of rumblings, a lot of worries from the organisers of the event, of course, FIFA. You know, they were desperately trying to sell off these tickets as fast as possible, as cheaply as possible, just to get the stadiums a bit more full. But sadly, it didn't come as a surprise. And for me, I think the organisers really have to take the L on this one. They've really messed up when it comes to this. They played this at 3 p.m. local time on a Monday. A lot of the people that might come after work or something like that wouldn't have been able to go. You know, you would have had to take time off of work to be able to get this. There's a reason why in England, and why in most countries really, I think, as far as I'm aware, if you play a game in the middle of the week, you kick off at like 7:45, 8 p.m, 7:30 at a push local time, just to be able to get the people in from after work. That's just what you do, you know, that's just traditionally what you do. But with this, with the need to have a global TV audience, with the need to have people watching from around the world and have an interest in the UK, because let's be real here, LAFC, you know, big club over in America, they did a good job to make this tournament, but they are nowhere near the size of Chelsea, who of course have their primary support in England. So this was a late kickoff time here in the UK, 8 p.m, you know, which was pretty much what would normally be a local time to kick off, but locally it was 3 p.m, so a lot of people were in work. And obviously, if you're an LAFC fan, why the hell would you go to this game? It's the other side of the country on a Monday. If it was at a weekend, maybe you consider it, but no chance. I mean, I suppose there might be a few Chelsea fans there, maybe locally again, but they'll be in work too. Would they take time off for this game? Probably not. If you were going to use your annual leave days, you'd probably use it on a game later in the competition, you know, because, you know, let's be real here, Chelsea are going to make it out of their group. They're going to make it into the knockouts. You know, that's pretty much inevitable. All the European side have a very good chance of doing exactly that. But yeah, 22,000. And I think the organisers have to take the L on this one. There have been some good attendances in this tournament so far, and I don't doubt that the knockout games in particular between the big teams, you know, the big teams in Europe and South America, they're going to do really well in terms of attendances. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Some of the Mexican sides as well, they'll probably do quite well as well, as will the MLS sides, of course, too, because it's hosted in the United States. But yeah, terrible really. I mean, tickets were as low as £26, around $30-$35 before kickoff. If you wanted to pick one up, I mean, you'd struggle to get a championship match for that much in the UK. So yeah, really embarrassing for the Club World Cup. There will be more of this as well. There will be more so-called dead rubbers. I mean, if you get like an Asian side playing against an African side or something like that, not many locals are going to want to go and watch that. And unfortunately, they've massively overestimated the kind of demand for these tickets, you know? Simple as that. They thought that a lot of people would have done it, but why not play this game in LA? Why not play in LA? I get it. I get that you organise these things way in advance. And I think LAFC were the side that came to the tournament last. They came in place of, was it Pachuca, the Mexican side that got kicked out because of ownership reasons, having the same owners as another club already in the competition. You know, so I get it from a logistical point of view, but LA should be playing in LA. Like Seattle Sounders, they played in their stadium for their opening match against Botafogo. I think they lost 2-1, didn't they? So, you know, there's no reason why this should have happened, and it's a very bad look, and it's probably not the end of it. But yeah, guys, the Club World Cup, have your say out in the comments below, guys. Is it a joke of a competition? I want to hear what you have to say. How would you feel if your team was competing in it? How would you feel if your team is competing? If you're a City, a Chelsea fan, or a fan of any of the other clubs that are in this competition, get your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and have a great day wherever in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.